Welcome to Heart Talks. The purpose and intention for these talks is to inspire, empower, and to bring a higher perspective and community awareness with topics not only in real estate, but also in finance, relationships, wellness, and spirituality. So get ready and enjoy as we share our next episode on Heart Talk. Welcome to Heart Talks. Welcome to another episode. Today we have another special guest, and actually we've had this guest before on our podcast, but today we're going to hear a little bit more about him. We're going to go deeper into some practices. But first of all, I wanted to wish Rama Kotamreddy a happy new year. Welcome, Rama.
Thank you.
Yes.
That is a happy Ugadi.
Uh-huh.
Happy Ugadi is actually a South India New Year.
Mm-hmm.
So in our language, Ugadi Subhakangshalu. So that means Happy New Year. So our year starts with the new leaves and new flowers, new trees, new plants, because in that spring season is our New Year start.
So most of you will probably remember Rama. He is a coach, a yoga teacher, tantra teacher, and so many other things. And
There is no so many things. Only yoga, pranayama, tantra, and we both do Reiki. We both
Workshops.
do workshops.
Yes.
And I became a real estate agent. So we both do real estate. It's very simple, very small things.
Very small things. But the reason why we felt called to bring you back on the podcast here on Heart Talks was we wanted to talk about a lot of different things here on how we can cultivate and embody a healthy lifestyle. So, we do many different practices together, morning routines, daily things that will support our health, support our well-being. But today we wanted to hear from you because I know you've been practicing this for many years. I think last time you shared that when you were 16 years old, you started to do yoga, and from there you just evolved in the yogic practices, many other practices. And lately, I know that, because we share the same space, is you've been doing a lot of chanting, correct? A lot of singing, a lot of vibrational sound. And so today, I think what comes forward for me because of the eclipse and the energy and everything that people are experiencing, we feel this big shift. I mean, maybe you can share a bit about that, about this energy shift that we're coming through to evolve us, to grow us, that we're experiencing in this planet, in this earth. What would you say about that?
So every day changing. Change is the nature. So because of sun eclipse, today is change. No, every moment is a changing. When the day is completing and then night is coming, every moment we are changing. Our bodies are changing. Everything is changed. So, but especially the eclipse, it is a extraordinary thing. It is actually nature, which is happens. How seasons changes, how the life changes. That's the thing. It's a simple thing. You no need to take this one big one. You have to do something else. So be happy and be loving to watch what is changing happening. So enjoy with change. That is actually my feeling from my heart. So there is nothing when one is the thing. Every day, every moment is a change. The solar eclipse also just a change. If your heart feeling a change, be yourself, connect with this nature.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And that's true. That's true.
Right?
Yes, and we have to be able to adapt and go with whatever comes to us, adapt to our environment.
Yes.
But today I specifically wanted to talk a little bit more about health. So there's many different ways we can embrace health or cultivate health, or maybe not, right? And so I feel right now in our community, especially in business, especially in the corporate world and everything that we're doing here, health has been a big issue, especially mental wellness, because after COVID, so many people have experienced stress and anxiety. And even through our Reiki practices and our workshops, we've been sharing more and more about how to embrace embrace and cultivate a healthy lifestyle. So what would you say that means to you? If I say, how can we create a healthy lifestyle? How would you describe that for yourself?
Wow. So life start with everyday, healthy life start with our day activity. So once if you have a day schedule, so what time you are sleeping and what time you are waking up, start, for example, sunrise, before waking up, before sunrise, and spending with the time with the sun, with the earth. In that time, you may sing, you may read, you may do whatever plan you have. For example, as a real estate agents like our Remax, so they can plan before sunrise itself, what is my day look like? Because the sun is an energy. Once of you before waking up and connecting with the sun, that is actually, it is one of the expansion of our life. That is start with your meditation, that start with your song of life. So previously, because I have been living here 16 years, because of American land of opportunities, I forgot my so many things. So I wake up after, it happens to everybody.
Yes.
So, late night sleeping and late night waking up and then late mornings. Now, I changed my lifestyle. That's why I'm just telling to people, hey, try to 40 days before sunrise and connect with the sun. That energy, that happiness, you can move. That is the first activity we have to do it.
Yeah, in talking about embracing health in a different way, most of us think health of eating, healthy food and exercising, physical exercise, but now we know it's beyond that. Now, there's the physical health, there's the mental health, and now the spiritual health. I mean, it's always been there, but now we hear more and more of that in social media. We have more access to information. There's more classes and more workshops, and you hear it everywhere. So maybe you can share with us a little bit about each area from your perspective, from the way you've, shared your lifestyle and your practices that you do. So, there's physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. So maybe you can touch a little bit on those three.
Sure, definitely. So, for every person, depend upon country, depend upon the with whom they are living, where they are living, it changes. So you have to choose where you are living. How can I make my body physical way healthy? So, for example, if you take the people who are living in villages and casual living, for them, no need to go gym or no need to do exercise because they have a work from morning to evening. They are connecting with the nature.
Labor.
Labor.
Yeah.
I mean, those people, even here, so many people, they're working with connectivity. That means their physical strength they are using. But here the question is, physical strength and physical life and physical health is, it comes from food and what activities you are doing. You may look six pack and well built, and when you're wearing clothes, you're looking beautiful. That is actually, that means you are digesting and making muscles properly, and there is no pain, and you're able to sit properly, and that's fine. But the next thing is, inside of your body, what type of thoughts you are thinking.
So we're moving into the mental health.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So this mental health, what type of thoughts? What actually that thoughts are your friends. Whether the thoughts your enemies, that means they are disturbing, means definitely they are enemies. They are friendly. You are connecting with that thoughts and you are enjoying with those thoughts. That means you are friend. So you want to be friend or enemy. Those with the thoughts. So you have to choose. If most of the time, if you're a friend means, that means mentally you are healthy too. So your thoughts are saying something and doing your something, that means you have to cultivate and you have to organize those thoughts to connect it. that area.
Yeah,
That
because
is
they're
the
fighting with each other. Your thoughts are saying one thing, your actions are another. So bringing a balance in harmony into your thoughts. And it's a choice, right? It's a choice when we want to start and how we want to do it. Okay, so that's, so we talked about physical, we talked about mental and spiritual.
spiritual. So spiritual, see, we have a thoughts is good, your physics is good. The next one is higher self. The higher self is nothing but helping society. For example, we came here, we have a house, kids, and family, but we're 8 billion people. For these 8 billion people, so many people don't have something. But those people energy also all connecting with each other. So whatever we have to help others. That helping nature, that is not only physically, not only mentally, not only financially, so many other aspects, even one word, it may help other people. That is actually you are connecting with the higher self. Connecting with the higher self means helping. Which way you are helping? Today you are doing this podcast.
Yes.
The podcast is actually you want to help many people
Yes,
to know
inspire.
many subjects. But the thing is, here, the higher self is not a one, we can't say this is a God or goddesses or actually Krishna or Jesus. It is a one power. For that
Divine power. Yeah.
power, we
Divine
can say
power.
that one
Yes.
universal,
Universal
anything,
power
universal
creator.
mother.
Yes.
So this one actually, you are, for example, I said for physically, the morning time, you have to connect with the sun, right? In that time, you are feeling because of the sun, because of this light, the nature of these plants, I mean, the fruits, these seeds, everything is growing. Because of that reason, we're able to eat and we're nurture our body. And because of a naturity of our body, the thoughts are coming.
Right.
Right? So all these things, one power is there. For example, if our cameraman and you organize all these things, but the creator organized the whole, this is in 198 countries and all these things, and some power is there. Maybe they not look like us, but there is a power. It's maybe a light, like a sun or moon, This is divinity. But you can't see it, but something is there. But that connection, how you to practice, you have to cultivate just what type of things you have to do. You may sing, and you feel that singing voice to releasing to this universe. So many people may enjoy your singing.
Right.
And maybe this meditation, it's not for everybody. Singing is not for everybody. Dancing is not for everybody.
Right.
That's why depend upon person, he has to connect with the higher self, how he can connect.
Right.
You know?
Yes. And, one thing that I just wanted to say was now we have a lot of studies where science and spirituality are coming together. Now there is proof that we're energy beings, and the energy that we carry or maybe even have stuck within ourselves, within our bodies, will have an effect on our mental health. Because before, when we were talking about healthy living, we talked about, well, if I exercise and I eat the right foods, then I'm healthy. But now there's studies, and moving forward now through science and also through our own actual experience is, that's, now we have to go into the mental health. And I believe that that's what COVID brought. And that's why we're doing this podcast, like you said, to inspire and to bring awareness to that consciousness. So what is that consciousness? It's that awareness in the present moment. Like, what is it that I need, or what is it that my body needs to be able to step into that higher potential of ourselves, right? And so I love how you talked about, the physical and the mental and the spiritual, because we are now experiencing that I think we always experienced it, but I think the energy, it's pushing us, it's forcing us through experiences that we go through, challenges, that it's making us look inward, so that inner awareness of what's going on inside of us. Like, we could walk and have this beautiful smile and have the perfect clothes and everything, but if our thoughts are in conflict, and when we're alone, we feel lonely, or we feel not fulfilled or not happy, We could go and put that happy face or that happy suit that we talk about. But if we know the truth about it is that we're really not fulfilled and we're not where we would like to be, there is tools and practices that we could choose to step into. And it could be simple, like you said, waking up in sunrise, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning before we go to work and do some practices, right? So if I'm starting, like for those of us that maybe haven't been practicing all these years like you have in 2016, and moving forward, we're all growing and we're all learning. There's never an end, right? There's only a beginning. What would be some of the simple practices, or maybe, how would I start with the physical? Let's just start there. For me, I don't like heavy lifting or any of that. But what are some practices that I could incorporate into the triad or into the three for the physical, the mental, and the spiritual? Like if I'm a new student, I'm coming to you, Rama, coach me. I don't know what to do. Yoga practices, like just give us some examples of because I know it's we can tailor, right? It's customized to the body, it's customized to the person. We can modify it, but give us some examples of how you would step into that.
Sure. Okay. So, depend upon person, again, it changes.
Right.
So, my meaning is some people like dance, right? Some people like walking.
Yes.
Some people like gym. So, some people like a weight. Some people like actually, I want just like a fit, physical, lean. Some people heavy.
Right.
So, what they interest actually according to their situation. Why their situation? It has three things. So, it's soft. It's like in Sanskrit they say sattva.
Sattva.
Sattva. So these people very happy and they are connecting with their family, their kids, and they're happy.
Yes.
But they won't think about anything, just their family.
Yes.
And they go job and come back, they take care of their family. The second one is Rajo.
Rajo.
This is in Sanskrit. It's called quality of Rajo.
Yes.
So these people always want to do something.
Okay.
So morning to evening. So they keep their kids. So they just drop them again. So they want to, I want to big car. I want actually.
The desires. Yes.
Just there's everything. I want big house. I want that one. I
Yes.
want that car, this car. Okay, I want there. So always they are actually working and working. But they have a thing. They're forgetting to be what they want to do. The third one is always actually he never care about anything. It's called tamasic. This tamasic, this nature people, it's like what we can say, always fight. For example, these fightings. So if you take divorces and all these things, this is
so disagreements. Yes. That strong energy.
It's disagreements. For
Yes.
every reason, disagreements.
Yes.
So if you say, this is I right, this is I right.
Yeah.
So these three activities of people are there. And these three activities in us.
All of us. Yes.
And also for one day itself, we have all these qualities. Morning, we are very soft and calm. And afternoon, after 11 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we have a quality of, I want to do something.
Yeah, we're in action mode. Let's go. Yeah.
And then at 6 o'clock, let's have a drink. So, it's a club. And then, so the thing is, again, because of all these activities, fighting. These three activities with one person itself is there. According to this person, you have to, where I am. From that stage, tamasika stage, with the conflict stage, you have to come down to second stage, which is always working stage. Always work. And that stage to soft. Okay, my family, my kids. According to this situation, we have to make for them, even for what things I can soft. I am walking, waking up before morning, sitting here quiet, just maybe start with the 2 minutes.
Yeah.
This is the things. Okay, some people want to heavyweight because they work hard, they want to show up. It's called Rajo quality.
Yeah.
They take
More
a
action.
gym,
Yes.
more action, and they go that way. Then you have to see yourself.
Yes.
It's not like nobody tell what you really want. You have to experience first walking a gym and a dance. Okay, what is my
See what feels right to us.
what feels right to us, and then you choose.
Right.
And then one qualities to one qualities, from that conflict stage to hardworking to okay, you are working but spending time with your family and connecting.
Yeah.
So this way you choose first that physical activities.
Depending what's right for you to
What is right for
customize it. And also I think I just wanted to say something here. I think a lot of things that we're forgetting, something simple that we do all the time is breathing. We've learned about that too, the depth, the deep breathing and really slowing it down, because when we become conscious of the breath and connecting to the breath, then it teaches us how to connect to ourselves and then connect to what's around us. So maybe you could expand a little bit about that, how we can incorporate the breath, like especially for mental wellness, for emotional wellness, for releasing any of that energy, that we have stuck in us. So talk about the breath work, because I know you also teach that.
Sure. So consciously, unconsciously, so two things is that. For these 8 billion people, unconsciously they take breathe. Otherwise, they won't live.
Yeah.
They don't
We
know.
all have to breathe.
Because
Yeah.
unknowingly, we are not focusing, we're breathing. It happening.
Yes,
It is
automatic.
unconscious state. Conscious stage means you are focusing on breath and you're taking, okay, let me take 1, 2, 3, 4 inhalation and 1 second break, and 1, 2, 3, 4 exhalation, 1 second break. So this is the one type of a method.
Yeah. Can you show us just right now, just the one?
inhalation.
Yes. Yeah. Just to show just a
Inhale.
simple one.
Inhale. So I
Yes.
say inhale.
Yeah.
The time 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 second break. That means you are not exhaling, you're just staying
You're
there,
holding.
holding 1 second.
Uh-huh.
And then exhalation 1, 2, 3, 4. And then stop. And then 1 second break. And then again inhale.
Start again. So you're going.
Vice versa, it continues.
Yeah, and I think sometimes when I use the hand movement to go like that, it does it. And I think the key thing is to hold it at the top and then work your way down like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think just doing that. And we could do this at work. We could do this while
Nobody knows. You
right,
just-
exactly.
you-
Anywhere.
Even you are talking with people. When you do this breath, you become a calm down. These thoughts, we think about this mental health, right?
Yes.
So these mental health thoughts, when you are disturbing, when you practice this simple breath, the thoughts going to be go away.
Dissolve.
Because the breath control the thoughts. So
Instead of the thoughts controlling us. Yes.
and you are, so this actually your breath control the thoughts.
Yes.
So automatically they are
You're
go away.
pausing. Yeah.
You are going to be, you can focus where you are. For
Yes.
example, you are talking with your boss. You are with boss because thoughts are not disturbing you.
Yes.
So now you are asking me, I'm only focusing on you. So I'm not somewhere else.
Right.
So because the breath helps. This is the first best thing to practice.
The breath brings us back to the present moment, to be focused, and to also listen. Like, say someone's talking to us and we use the breath, we're able to bring it back to the heart center and be a good listener, and also be able to respond instead of react. So I call that like pausing. You can pause for that. So I think breath is one of the best and easiest practices we could do, just what you just showed us right now for mental wellness. And it's a start, right? It's a start to do that for that. So I feel that's the key. And then what would you say would be the second thing? Because I know it takes time. It's a daily practice. Like you said, we could do this maybe 2 to 5 minutes, start with that, and then build up whatever feels, good to us. And I think when you work with a mentor or a coach or with a support community, someone out there that also wants to engage in that type of practice, if we hold ourselves accountable and we start to step into that on a daily basis, I think that is the start for a healthy living. What would be something else that you would like to offer while we're here at the podcast? I know. Yeah.
Try to wake up before sunrise. That is 40 days. Take 40 days. This
40
40
days,
days practice. this 40 days before sunrise waking.
So what, 5 o'clock? Is what,
Sunrise, yes.
yeah.
Now sunrise is coming 6:36.
6:30,
You can
okay.
wake up at least 6 o'clock.
And why would that be helpful for us? Well, one, obviously the sun, we're getting our vitamin D, but explain to us the power in
So
that.
the light, which is actually sun, opens up the whole universe. Even billions of cells, they're waiting for sun. When you are sleeping, when the sun comes, they are actually worrying about their body because it activates each and every cell. Recently, oh my God, what a just energy flowing, just coming out from my body and energy. Because the reason is before waking up. That is your whole cells will activate.
Almost like the plants, or if you look at plants, they open up. If you ever witness that the plants, when the sun comes, they just open up, and that's what we're doing. We're opening up to the day, to the blessings, and to the miracles. That's beautiful.
The first thing, and the next thing is whatever breath we talked about.
Yes.
So this breath, you can maybe practice like an initial stage. Just initial stage. It's a 10 minutes or 11 minutes is the best idea. I can give a 9 minutes every day. Okay, I'm waking up before sunrise, 9 minutes of this breath.
Yes.
This breath is best. Then slowly, okay, my boss is telling something, I want to listen. So you just practice yourself. Your thoughts go away. You are listening what your boss is saying. And not the boss, even
like clients or friends.
Husband, kids.
Just helps us control, bring that back to balance. Yeah.
Every situation.
Yeah.
In this technique, if you use, when your kids talking, you won't suppress them, you listen. When husband talking and when wife talking, you listen. When friend talks, everywhere. This breath is most amazing friend for us.
It opens up to communication, not only with outside, but I think with ourselves. It's opening up the communication to ourselves. It's just really allowing us to get center and bring it to the center. Bring it to the heart, and then we can choose to respond or not respond or go from there. But I think that those are beautiful, beautiful practices. And I know there's so many more that we offer in our workshops and also when we're working with Reiki in our Reiki sessions. And in this podcast, I just wanted to offer a few simple practices that you taught. So if I was to just take away anything from this podcast, because I know we're coming, to the end of this podcast, give me 3 basic things that we would say. So we talked about waking up, sunrise, whatever that would be for us, before sunrise, not at sunrise. That's me waking up at sunrise, but before sunrise. So whatever sunrise is, because we're opening up our cells and our body to the life energy. And then number 2, practice deep breathing.
So before sunrise, after waking up, what do you have to do? So just apply a little bit of oil whole body and shower. Because you have to be awake, because in that stage, in night stage, it's called tamasika stage, a conflict stage. You have to awaken your body. First, once you wake up, you have to shower with the oil. So you apply some oil and then you shower and then you are coming out. So taking a glass of water or 2 glasses of water. After taking 2 glasses of water, sit 9 minutes of this breath. Afterwards, you just plan it. Okay, what I want to do today, the whole, this many hours. Afterwards, sun rising is coming for 6:36. You stand there at least 11 minutes.
11 minutes receiving
on dirt, just without your
shoes barefoot.
Barefoot. Just stand there.
And connecting.
That time, you may walk when you're in the park. Suppose if you're only in the house, just stand. Or maybe if you have a hobby to sing, you can sing. Or just like, okay, I'm not singing, I'm not a singer. You can open your book if you're a reader, 11 minutes. That is the first activity of dinacharya. In a Sanskrit word, you have to start that way. Waking up sunrise, and then shower, water, and then 9 minutes of breath. And then, before it is still sun is not coming, you read something. And then go out, spend there 9 minutes. And then you plan yourself, whether you're walking, whether you're doing actually singing, do that activity and then plan the day. That is the way we have to start our life.
Yeah, and I think with all these practices that you're sharing here with us is also with intention, like we're really, using that intention to really heal us and to really bring that energy within us and really embody it, like really feeling that we're receiving that, being in that present moment to receive the blessings, the miracles. And Rama, like I said, we're coming to the end of our podcast, but what message would you like to leave us with right here? And, you have so much to share, so much wisdom and the practices that you do. We like to learn more. But today, what message would you like to leave our heart-to-heart talk audience or for the community to bring awareness?
Okay. So, only thing is, life is a change. Just be comfort, calm, quiet. To do these activities before sunrise, wake up, practice breathing exercise, walk under the sun. So once if you start this one, life is going to open. Life shows everything. Very simple. Life is very simple. That is the life.
Well, thank you, Rama. And if people would like to get a hold of you, maybe, ask you some questions or maybe go onto your Instagram or your Facebook social media, give us your Instagram name so that they could, contact you.
My Instagram is Shiva Yogi Sky. That is my Instagram.
Okay.
Actually, then my first name and last name at gmail.com, which is my email.
Which is Rama
Kotamreddy. And Facebook Rama Kotamreddy. So there actually they can connect, they can message, anything. Just we can talk and
you share some practices and maybe some tips on how they can start to design their life for a healthy lifestyle. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. And we thank everyone for another sharing this episode with us. And we hope this has helped anyone out there. And once again, if you have questions, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Rama. And just sending you radiant blessings and love, universal love. Thank you. Bye-bye.